This is a tale that you humans have passed down through uncounted generations.
It tells of a war of unmatched scale and ferocity, the likes of which would never be seen again. One dark, fateful day, the earth cracked wide and malevolent forces rushed forth from the fissure. They mounted a brutal assault upon the surface people, driving the land into deep despair. They burnt forests to ash, choked the land's sweet springs, and murdered without hesitation. They did all this in their lust to take the ultimate power protected by her grace, the goddess. The power she guarded was without equal. Handed down by gods of old, this power gave its holder the means to make any desire a reality. Such was the might of the ultimate power that the Old Ones placed it in the care of the goddess. To prevent this great power from falling into the hands of the evil swarming the lands, the goddess gathered the surviving humans on an outcropping of Earth. She sent it skyward, beyond the reach of the demonic hordes, beyond even the clouds. With the humans safe, the goddess joined forces with the land dwellers and fought the evil forces, sealing them away. At last, peace was restored to the surface. This is a tale that you humans have told for many ages, generation to generation. But there are other legends, long hidden away from memory, that are intertwined with this tale. Now, a new legend bound to this great story stands ready to be revealed. A legend that will be forged by your own hand.
Please deliver this to Link.
time has come for you to awaken. You are fated to have a hand in a great destiny, and it will soon find you. The time has come for you to awaken. Link.
Hey, sleepyhead. I know how much you like to sleep in, so I'm guessing this letter will be your alarm clock this morning. Did I guess right? Rise and shine, Link! Today's the wing ceremony. You promised to meet me before it starts, remember? You'd better not keep me waiting. Zelda. Unite earth and sky, bring light to the land. Hey, good morning, Link. I'm glad to see my Loftwing got you out of bed. I was pretty sure you'd sleep in and forget to meet me this morning. But look at this instrument, and look at this outfit. They're mine to use today in the ceremony, since I'll be playing the role of the goddess. Aren't they beautiful? Especially this instrument. They tell me it's just like the one the goddess was said to have in the legends. It sounds gorgeous, too. I asked Father about it, and he says it's called a harp. And look at these clothes. I made this wrap myself, and we get to use it in today's ceremony. Between the harp and this outfit, I'm going to make a great goddess today. I got you up early this morning because I wanted you to be the first to see me like this, Link.
Oh, there you are, Zelda. Are you all prepared for today's ceremony?
Oh, hello, Father.
Ah, Link, you're here too. Outstanding. It's encouraging to see you up so early given your capacity for sleep. No doubt today's ceremony had you too excited to close your eyes for once. If you win today's ceremonial race, you'll get to participate in the post-race ritual with Zelda, so give it your best out there.
Yes, about that. Father, I don't know if he can do it. Recently, Link hasn't been practicing much at all for the ceremony. And even when he's out riding his Loftwing, he's just lazily gliding around, probably daydreaming. I don't know what he's thinking. He's going to have to be in perfect control of his bird to win today.
No need to worry yourself, Zelda. Though you may have a point, today's wing ceremony tests the skill of the rider as well as his bond to his bird. Victory will not come easily. And, as you pointed out, I haven't seen him practicing as hard as some of the other students. But you've known him since you were both very little. You should know better than to fret about him. You see, Link and his Loftwing share a special connection. I've never seen anything quite like it. As you know, each of us in Skyloft is but one half of a pair. We are only made whole by our Loftwings, the guardian birds that the goddess bestows upon each of us as a symbol of her divine protection. When we are young, every one of us meets our Loftwing under the great statue of the goddess. It's quite a big moment, as I'm sure you recall. Ah, but that first meeting between Link and his Loftwing was extraordinary. The bird that came to him was a crimson loftwing. It is a breed so rare we were sure for some time that it had vanished from the line. Yes, and the boy and his bird seemed to share a profound connection from the moment they met. Do you recall when Link and that loftwing first met? What a sight! The little boy just hopped up on that bird and gracefully flew away without even a moment of instruction. They were meant for each other. And judging by how jealous you were that day, I'd say the friendship he shared with his bird didn't go unnoticed by you, my dear. But who can blame you? I'm sure you weren't the only one envious of the powerful bond shared by Link and his bird. Anyone who is a part of something special is bound to catch some nasty looks sooner or later. Woohoo!
This contest is nothing to laugh at, Father. This ceremony is part of the final test for those training to become Knights of Skyloft. If Link doesn't fly fast enough during the race, what if Link messes up his big chance? What if he's not allowed to become a knight?
Calm down, my dear. It will be fine. Honestly, it's almost as though you've become a completely different person when you worry about Link.
Listen, Link, you'd better fly your heart out today. At the very least, you need to squeeze in a little practice time before the race. Come on! You'll thank me later. Here we are. Go on now. Jump off the edge and call your loftwing. It's almost time for the ceremony, so try to practice seriously for once. Oh yeah? You can't sense your bird out there? Oh, I get it. You're trying to weasel out of having to practice. Nice try, but you're not fooling me. Off you go!
His bird sure is taking a long time to get here.
Something's wrong! Hang in there, Link! I've got you!
Are you two all right?
I'm sorry, friend. I didn't mean to push you so hard. You didn't sprain your wing, did you?
This is very odd, Link. What could have possibly happened to your loftwing? For a bird to ignore the call of his master, it's unheard of! And you still can't sense your bird nearby, eh, Link? This is quite a problem, especially considering the wing ceremony is about to start.
Link, when you said you couldn't sense your loftwing, well, I should have believed you. I'm sorry. I need to tend to my own loftwing, so I'll catch up with you later. You'd better go on ahead and see if you can find where your bird has gone.
Aye, how did it get to be so late? If I recall correctly, this year Inspector Horwell is presiding over the ceremony. Link, you should go explain the situation to him and see if he's willing to delay the race a little so that you can find your bird.
But Father, you're the headmaster of the academy. If Link asks Instructor Horwell, he'll probably just come talk to you about it.
Ah, quite true. As usual, you make an excellent point, my dear. Very well, I shall explain the situation to him myself. Link, run along and tell Inspector Horwell to come see me in my quarters.
You know, Groose, that sure was a pain. What with all the scratching and pecking.
Course it was. You thought a big crimson loftwing like that was gonna go down without a fight? But we got him, and I don't care how tough those birds are supposed to be. He's not getting out of that pen anytime soon, boys. What? Whoa! Link! So, yeah. Just how long have you been standing there? What's your problem anyway? Oh, wait. I got it. You're here to talk about today's race. I can see it in those dopey eyes of yours. They're pleading. Oh, Groose, can you please find it in your heart to let me win today? Please! You're just desperate to win so you can get some alone time with Zelda up on the statue of the goddess at the end of the ceremony. Well, sorry, pal. Groose doesn't do charity for wimps. My advice, work hard and wish with all your heart. You might even come in second. You know, we're all getting tired of how you never let anyone forget you and Zelda go way back. You've been friends since you were kids? Big deal. It doesn't change the fact that you float through life with your head in the clouds. Will you wake up, straighten up, and grow a backbone already? Dopes like you are dragging our honored academy through the mud.
And just who might you be talking about, Groose?
Oh, Zelda! Hey! It's,
Don't even try it, Groose. You're picking on Link again, aren't you? He's a student at the academy, like all of us. Why do you insist on bullying him around so much?
Yeah, I suppose.
You suppose? Suppose what?
I suppose you... Forget it, I wasn't supposing anything, okay? Okay, we're out of here, boys. Later, Link. Hope you find your bird, or else you're gonna have to sit out today's race. That could be a major setback toward knighthood. So find that bird or get real used to the taste of failure. It's your special flavor. I'm so funny, aren't I?
I hate to say it, but I'm beginning to suspect that those blockheads had something to do with your Loftwing's disappearance. Link, those guys aren't going to help us find your bird, so we'd better start searching. I'll fly around Skyloft and see if I can find any trace of your bird. Father said he talked to Instructor Horwell about delaying the start of the wing ceremony, so don't worry. We'll find your bird in time. Hey, Link. I was hoping I'd find you here. I heard you'd gone searching for your bird around the waterfall, so I thought I'd fly around and help you look. How's your search going? Any sign of your Loftwing? Oh no. Well, let's not lose hope yet. There's a place up ahead that Groose and his gang are always hanging around. Maybe we'll find something there. Huh? Who's that? Who's calling for me? Oh, sorry, Link. I got distracted for a moment. Let's go. Look! There he is! No doubt about it. That's your Loftwing, Link. We should hurry, Link. Now that your Loftwing is free, you should fly to the ceremony. But before you go, I have to ask you something. I heard this voice a few moments ago. Did you hear it too? It's been happening a lot lately. It's the strangest feeling. Almost like someone is calling out to me. Have you ever wondered what's beneath the clouds? Some say that it's an empty, barren place, or even that there's nothing at all down below. But I just have this feeling that they're wrong. Some of Father's old texts talk about a place called the Surface. The old tales describe a whole world under there, far more vast than Skyloft. The thing is, no one's ever been down there to see it, and our Loftwings won't fly through the cloud barrier. But I can't help imagining the wild things that might be waiting below. Someday, I want to see for myself. Oh, sorry, Link. We don't have time to talk. Let's get going. Look, your bird's waiting for you. Your Loftwing is really amazing, especially considering everything the poor guy has been through this morning. I'm going to fly back and tell Father what happened.
Well, well, if it isn't Link. Word around the plaza is you found that dumb bird of yours. Well, that's just great, because you and your dumb bird can't tell time. All the pre-race warm-ups me and the guys did were for nothing. Now I'm all stiff. We've been waiting forever for the race to start, and they delay it for you? I don't get it. The big flake gets special treatment? You're almost a man, and yet you still can't seem to go anywhere without Zelda. I bet you can't even decide what to have for lunch on your own, huh? And don't think we haven't noticed the smug looks. Oh, Zelda and I are best friends. We go everywhere together. Ugh, you think you're pretty suave, don't you? Well, don't you?
Bruce has been going on forever about how he's gonna be the one to be with Zelda. He's really got his pompadour in a ruffle about her.
I hate to break it to you, but today's the day I bust up this adorable little fantasy land you're living in. Zelda's playing the role of the goddess at today's ceremony, and I'm gonna be the one to claim that sailcloth. When I heard she made it herself, man, no way I was gonna let some scrawny clown snatch that prize from me. Oh yes, that sailcloth, Zelda's sailcloth, I bet she was thinking about me when she was stitching it. Yup, I can see it now. First, I win the big race, and then Zelda and I finish the ceremony together on the statue. Just the two of us. It'll be our special moment alone. Just the two of us. Oh yeah.
Bruce! Psst, Bruce! Behind you! Right behind you!
What? Can't you two see I'm in the middle of... Gah!
Care to explain just what you meant by our special moment alone?
Nothing big really. Just... Link! Yeah, I was just telling my buddy here how glad I was he found that red bird of his. Boy, am I looking forward to a fair race. Anyhow, later, Zelda. Look for me during the race. I'll be the one pulling all the dangerous moves.
Hey, Bruce! Wait up!
Did you hear that guy? A fair race? Yeah, the chances of that happening are just about less than 0. Either way, don't let those fools get you down, Link. Just get out there and fly the best you can.
The wings ceremony will now begin. Participating students, please assemble. Your attention, please. At last, we are ready to begin the wings ceremony. I was beginning to worry that we'd have to proceed without Link, but luckily, that is no longer a concern. I'm glad you could all make it. Before we start, I'll explain the rules for today's competition. I have attached a small statuette to this bird, who I will then release to the skies. Whoever catches the bird and claims the statuette will be this year's champion. As you well know, today's champion will graduate to the next class, bringing him one step closer to knighthood. He will also receive a gift from the young woman chosen to play the role of goddess in this year's ritual. Today is a special day for many reasons, but it is also the 25th anniversary of our fine institution. To celebrate the occasion, today's champion shall also receive his gift high atop the statue of the goddess. I hear the young woman performing the role of goddess this year has crafted the gift herself. And, as you all well know, the role of goddess this year will be performed by the lovely Zelda. Let's see your finest flying out there. Show me just how hard you've been practicing. Also, I want to see good, clean flying. Anyone caught interfering with other riders will answer to me.
That goes double for you, Groose!
All right, gentlemen. Line up. At my command, the competition will begin. Go!
Link! Don't worry, I'm fine. Great flying, Link. Congratulations. Now we'd better get on with the ceremony. Link, hand me that bird statuette you grabbed in the race. I must offer it to the goddess. Great goddess, guiding light and protector of our people, grant us your blessing and mercy as I act in your stead during this ceremony. Valiant youth who grasp victory at the celebration of the bird folk, in accordance with the old ways, I now bestow the blessings of the goddess upon you. The blessings of the goddess drift down from the heavens aloft a sail, which I now pass on to you. Link, quit goofing. This is supposed to be a sacred ritual, remember? You know, they say that the goddess gave the sailcloth to her chosen hero long ago. Of course, the one you're holding isn't the same one. I've been working hard to finish making this sailcloth in time to give it to today's champion. I'm really glad I got to give it to you, Link. Make sure you take good care of it, okay? Thanks for making it up here to do this with me today like you promised, Link. No, we really should finish up this ritual. You do know what happens at the end, right? You have to jump off the statue. Look down. See that big round design in the courtyard below? To finish the ceremony, you need to drop down right into the center of it. Just how brave are you? If you were really fearless, you'd wait until the last second to use your sailcloth. So, ready to jump? Huh? That was perfect! You're amazing, Link. You know, Link, seeing as how you won today, and with the weather being so nice, you think maybe you'd like to, go fly around the clouds together? Link? Hey, Link! Today was amazing. Watching you win the race and performing the ritual together, I'll always remember this. It really was wonderful. You know, Link, there's something I've been meaning to talk to you about. What is that? What's going on?
Link. I am waiting for you. The time has come for you to awaken. You are vital to a mission of great importance. Link.
Help me.
Ah, you're awake.
Oh.
When your Loftwing carried you back, you were limp and unconscious. I feared the worst. Fortunately, you don't appear to have any serious injuries. For that much, we can be grateful. But Link, where's Zelda? She was with you, was she not? What's happened to my daughter? A black tornado, you say? That was no ordinary storm. You must not push yourself. You're still recovering. Tell me, when you saw Zelda today, did anything about her seem off? I see. She was talking about the surface then. And you've been having dreams about a great mission? How interesting. I'm sorry, I was lost in thought there for a moment. It's all very strange, but I doubt there's much of a connection between these things. I'm concerned for Zelda, but so long as she's with her Loftwing, I'm sure she'll be fine. Either way, daybreak has yet to arrive. It would be very difficult to spot one girl and her bird in the dark of night. It would also be very dangerous. Rest now, Link. Zelda's going to be fine. She's out there alive. I know it.
Link, come to the Chamber of the Sword. Tonight, the time has come for you to awaken. The one chosen by my Creator. I have been waiting for you. You will play a role in a great destiny. According to your social customs, I should provide you with my personal designation. Phi is the name I was given. I was created for a single purpose, long before the recorded memory of your people. I must aid you in fulfilling the great destiny that is your burden to carry. Come, Link, you must take up this sword. As the one chosen by my Creator, it is your destiny. The strange dreams troubling your sleep, my sudden appearance, uncertainty surrounding the fate of one you hold dear. Under the circumstances, it is only logical that you would exhibit some apprehension. To minimize your uncertainty, allow me to share some information. My projections indicate that this information has a high probability of altering your current emotional state. The one you seek, Honorable Zelda, is still alive. And this spirit maiden, the one you call Zelda, is another chosen one fated to be a part of the same great mission. Therefore, should you wish to meet with your friend, I highly recommend you take up this sword before you set out to search for her. Does that information invigorate you? Are you ready to accept this sword? It seems that further persuasive measures will not be required. In the name of my Creator, draw the sword and raise it skyward. Recognition complete, Master. Link, my master.
Link! I've had my suspicions, but until now I wasn't sure. Yet, here we are in the Chamber of the Sword, the very place where it was foretold the youth of legend would one day appear. It is said that this place was left to our people by the goddess herself. The very knowledge of this room's existence is a secret passed down to a select few each generation, along with a handful of words. When the light of the goddess's sword shines bright, the great apocalypse will wake from its long slumber. Do not fear, For it is then that a youth, guided by my hand, shall reveal himself in a place most sacred. It started days ago. The sword that I've kept secret all these years, it began to give off a faint otherworldly light. At first I was sure I was seeing things here alone with the sword. There was simply no other explanation. I never dreamed the prophecy of legend would come to pass in my lifetime. The words I have sworn to keep secret are coming true before my very eyes. The youth will be guided by one born of the blade, one who is also youthful in likeness, yet wise with knowledge immeasurable.
Ah, yes. The oral tradition, one of the least reliable methods of information retention and transmission. It appears that critical sections of the passage have been lost over the generations. The youth who draws forth the guiding sword shall be known as the goddess's chosen hero, and it is he who possesses an unbreakable spirit. He shall be burdened with the task of abolishing the shadow of apocalypse from the land. Such is his destiny. With the spirit of the blade at his side, he shall soar over the clouds and plummet below, and united with the spirit maiden shall bring forth a piercing light that resurrects the land.
Huh?
Some of Father's old texts talk about a place called the Surface. The old tales describe a whole world under there, far more vast than Skyloft.
Master, you must embark on a great journey beneath the clouds to the vast realm of the surface. It is only through this journey that you can fulfill the mission set before you by my creator, the goddess. It is also the only method available for you to reunite with the Spirit Maiden, Honorable Zelda.
This is no easy task, Link. The world below is a forsaken place, and to reach it you must pierce the cloud barrier below. In living memory, no one has ever done this.
This tablet will illuminate a path through the clouds to the land below. Take it and place it within the altar behind me. Master, the first thing you must do is hit the crest sitting in this room with the Skyward Strike. These blasts are formed of pure energy that charges within your blade when you lift it skyward. Once you have charged your blade, face the crest and swing your sword to send out a powerful Skyward Strike. Master Link, it is done. Until now, a cloud barrier created by the goddess has separated the world you know from the one below. The tablet you placed in the altar has opened a small rift in the barrier. You can use it to travel through the clouds to the realm below. I have recognized you as my master, and so it is my duty to follow you wherever you may go.
Link, listen a moment. The nature of the great apocalypse mentioned in the old texts is a complete mystery to me. But whatever it turns out to be, it seems that both you and Zelda have big roles to play in the destiny of this land. Just think, if what Fi says is true, Zelda is alive and no doubt coming to terms with whatever it is the goddess has in store for her. Should you heed the call of destiny, I don't know what dangers you may have to face, Link, especially down there. But if you've decided to brave the unknown, please find my daughter and bring her back to me. You do your people proud, Link. Dawn is drawing near. It has been a long night for both of us, hasn't it? You have a great journey before you, Link, and those clothes, they don't look up to the task. The uniform you were to receive for winning the race should be ready by now. A sturdy uniform like that will prove much more suitable for a long journey. You'd better change before you go. That green uniform is what our knights will be wearing this year. To be honest, I've had my doubts about the color. But oddly enough, seeing you wear this uniform, I can't imagine a more fitting color for you. It's as though you were born to wear it. Take care on your journey, and be sure to stop by some of the shops at the bazaar here in town to equip yourself properly for the travels ahead. I will return to my quarters and see if I can glean more useful information from the ancient texts. You are always welcome to stop by if you have questions. You and Zelda shall be in my prayers. May the goddess watch over and guide you both.
Master Link, we've arrived. This is the fabled surface that has been long part of Skyloft legend. By my calculations, you are currently positioned in a location known as the Sealed Grounds.
Link then sets off below towards the surface, arriving in the sealed grounds. There, Link finds an elderly woman. She directs Link to the Pharaon Woods, inhabited by plant-like creatures, the Kikwi. They guide Link deeper into the woods, bringing him to his first destination, the Skyview Temple. Inside, a brooding darkness awaits.
who it is. I thought that tornado I stirred up would have tossed and torn you apart. Yet here you are, not in pieces. Not that your life or death has any consequence. It's just the girl that matters now. And I can sense her here, just beyond this door. Yes, we plucked Her Majesty from her perch in the clouds, and now she's ours. Oh, but listen to me, I'm being positively uncivil. Allow me to introduce myself. I am the Demon Lord who presides over this land you look down upon. This world you call the surface. You may call me Girahim. In truth, I very much prefer to be indulged with my full title, Lord Girahim. But I'm not fussy. Did you really just draw your sword, foolish boy? By all rights, the girl should have fallen into our hands already. She was nearly ours when that loathsome servant of the goddess snatched her away. Do you have any idea how that made me feel inside? Furious! Outraged! Sick with anger! This turn of events has left me with a strong appetite for bloodshed. Still, it hardly seems fair, being of my position, to take all of my anger out on you. Which is why I promise up front not to murder you. No, I'll just beat you within an inch of your life! Well, you put up more of a fight than I would have thought possible out of such a soft boy. But don't clap for yourself quite yet. That sword of yours is the only reason you still live. I fear I spent far too long teasing and toying with you. This girl's presence has all but faded from this place, which means there's no reason to linger here. Goodbye, Sky Child. Run and play this time. Get in my way again, though, and you're dead.
Master, I have a message written in the language of the gods of old. Allow me to translate for you. From the edge of time, I guide you, the one chosen to carry out the goddess's mission. The spirit maiden who descended from the clouds must travel to 2 sacred places to purify her body. You stand in one of these places, Skyview Spring. The other is known as the Earth Spring. This second spring is hidden away deep within the scorched earth of Eldin. The Spirit Maiden, ever mindful of the heavy task entrusted to her, has set out for the second sacred place.
Link returns to Skyloft, placing the ruby tablet inside the goddess statue, causing another beam to pierce through the clouds. This takes Link and Fi to the next region of the surface, the Eldin Volcano. While traveling across the fiery land, Link comes across the Magma, a highly civilized mole tribe that reside in the Eldin Volcano. After aiding the Magma in their need, Link enters the Earth Temple, in hopes to find Zelda.
Oh, it's you. Let me see. No, that's not it. This is so very embarrassing, but I seem to be at a loss for your name. Not that it matters, really. To tell you the truth, I'm feeling a bit frustrated, and right now I just need someone to vent to. I heard my underlings had finally captured the Spirit Maiden, so of course I rushed over here. What can I say? I was excited, flustered even. But what did I find when I arrived? That agent of the goddess. She had once again... You see, what I'm trying to say is... That goddess-serving dog escaped with the girl! I must have the Spirit Maiden in order to resurrect my master! I must have her! I got a little carried away there, didn't I? I don't deal well with complications to plans I've laid out so carefully. It's a character flaw of mine. But something good can still come from this day. I've had all this bottled up anger smoldering inside me, and now I can release it.
Let's hurry.
Is that... could it be? Link!
Stop. Not one step further. You cannot go to him, Your Grace. Remember what we discussed. Restrain yourself. Focus on the task at hand.
I have to go. I'm sorry, Link.
I don't think so, boy. It took you far too long to get here. Looking at you, I fear the goddess is mistaken in her choice of agents. If this failure is any indication, you have no hope of defending her grace from those who seek to assail her. Do my words anger you, boy? Do my words sting? Let them. If I had not come when I did, your Zelda would have already fallen into the hands of the enemy. The truth of it is, you were late. You were late and you failed to protect her. I sent Zelda ahead to learn more of the fate in which she is destined to play a part. Listen well, Chosen One. If you wish to be of help to her grace, you must summon a shred of courage and face the trials laid out before you. Only when you've conquered the trials will you be of use to Zelda. No sooner. Am I understood?
Master, I have a message written in the language of the gods of old. Allow me to translate for you. From the edge of time I guide you, the one destined to carry out the goddess's mission. The spirit maiden who descended from the clouds has passed through the earth spring and makes her way to a fated place. The parched desert of Lanayru. That is where the Chosen will pass through the gate of time into a distant world.
In order to prove himself, Link must face the trials ahead of him, and he heads for the next destination on his quest. By placing the amber tablet in the goddess statue, another beam of light appears. This opens another path through the clouds towards the sandy desert. Link undergoes the trials of the Lanayru mines in order to reach the Temple of Time.
Grace, quickly to the gate!
Link! Link here! You'll need this where you're going!
Go, now! Link, you have my thanks. I will leave him to you. Link! You must go now. Return to the old woman at the sealed grounds. Tell her what happened here. She will know where you must go. And know that we will.
I'll see you again! This isn't goodbye, Link! I promise!
Now you've done it, Link. I blame myself. I should have reprimanded you the last time we met, but instead I was soft. I take pleasure in punishing you, but I have no time for recreation. But next time, I'll do more than just beat you senseless. I'll make the affair so excruciating, you'll deafen yourself with the shrill sound of your own screams.
Zelda gave Link the goddess's harp, a mystical instrument that is said to have vital need for Link's journey. Taking Impa's advice, Link heads back to the sealed grounds to meet with the elderly woman. By then, Link will know his next destination.
Rough landing. I think I might have broke something. Hey, Link, seriously, didn't anyone ever teach you how to land without crash? Whoa! Birds! Tiny birds! What are they? Oh. And what is that thing? But how? Why? What? Where am I? What's going on here? Ever since Zelda vanished, you've been zipping in and out of town all in a hurry. So I figured I'd tell you and you might lead me to Zelda. But this is so wild. Seriously, what is that thing over there? And what's with all these trees? There are so many! Just give it to me straight. I can take it. Where are we? Is Zelda here? What's the deal with this place? If there's supposed to be nothing below the clouds, what's all this? Whoa. You're kind of imploding my mind right now. But I think I get what you're saying. If I've got this right, Zelda is down here somewhere, and she's okay. She's okay. Oh. Wow. That's so great. Hearing that is such a huge weight off my mind. You know, Link, it's sort of alright down here. This place needs a name. Yeah. A name fitting for this rugged, adventurous wilderness. From now on, we'll call it Groosland! So let me see if I got this right. The old lady living in the temple down the road from here knows where Zelda is? I see. Right. Link, thanks for getting me here. You've done a great job. You can head home. Big Groose will handle the search for Zelda from here. Yep, I'll track her down, save her, and then give her a lift back to Skyloft. Then when we get back, I'll ask her if she wants to make our whole going out thing official. And then the two of us will get some quality time together. Anyway, the point is your work here is done. I got it covered from here. Now, it's off to find that old lady you were talking about. Catch you later, Link. Huh? You gotta be kidding me, Granny. You're messing with me. Say it again, I dare you.
I only speak the truth. You are not the one who will save her. Your Zelda can only be saved by another. It has been his fate to do this thing, and in doing so, save us. As it was decided long before you were brought,
Shut it, Granny! You obviously don't know me well, cause if you did, you'd know that if anyone's gonna save Zelda, it's Groose. How could it not be me? Plus, if it ain't me, why would I even be here? If I'm not up to the job of being the hero, just who is? Huh? Oh, now I get you. Link, Granny here has been trying to tell me you're gonna be the big hero who rescues Zelda. What a joke! Look, all I've heard so far is a bunch of babbling about destiny, but that's a load of garbage. I know you, and you're no hero. Shrimp. Ah!
Greetings, Link. Were you able to catch up with Zelda? So the Guardian was there as well, was she? The one you saw by Zelda's side is known as Impa. She is being set forth by the goddess to aid Zelda in her quest. The two have traveled somewhere in order to accomplish the great task destiny has set before them. However, now that Impa has destroyed the gate, there is only one way to find them. You must make use of the harp given to you by Zelda. Tell me, Link, have you attempted to play the harp that you received? My senses is that you have not yet familiarized yourself with it. I shall teach you how to play it. The harp you hold is known as the goddess's harp. It is a divine instrument of the goddess, who has watched over this land. The melodies it brings to life have the power to produce a variety of strange and otherworldly effects. The great slab standing before you is known as the Gate of Time. It is the last of its kind in existence, the only portal binding our world to the one where Zelda now resides. If you manage to open the gate and pass through, you will likely end up in the same place as Zelda, but you will need to endure many hardships and put yourself in great danger to awaken the gate from its dormant stage. Though your journey will put you in harm's way, you must endure. It is your fate as the chosen hero.
Whoa! What's with all the shaking? The whole ground is heaving. I thought this place was supposed to be solid down here.
Go quickly, Link. Check on the ceiling spike at the center of the pit. nothing natural about these tremors. The monster could free itself at any moment. Approach the pit with caution. I knew it. The seal has given way. I'll explain later, but now is the time for action. We must keep that beast from escaping the pit. It must not reach the temple. Nice going, Link. Though the imprisoned had only just begun to awaken and break its bonds, I'm impressed you were able to restore the seal, keeping it captive. Unfortunately, you have only succeeded in buying us a little more time in which to act. The behemoth you beat back into confinement is a horror of unspeakable power. Judging by what I saw, I would not be surprised if the seal gave away soon. So you are left with precious little time to complete the task with which you have been entrusted. Return to the sealed temple, Link. There is much to discuss. As you can see, the gate is nothing more than a slab of cold stone for now. It is sleeping. Rousing it from its slumber would require great power. Yes, I believe a shot of holy light from your skyward strike might just do it. Sorry to disappoint you, boy. But for now, your sword lacks the power necessary to wake the gate. First, you and your sword must grow together. Faron Woods, Eldin Volcano, and Lanariu Desert. A sacred flame is hidden somewhere in each of these lands. Seek them out and purify your sword in their heat. Only after your blade has been tempered by these 3 fires will it be fully imbued with the power for which you search. Clues to finding the sacred flames have been woven into the lyrics of a song precious to your people, the Ballad of the Goddess. These clues are your best hope of finding your way to the flames. Return to Skyloft. Somewhere on your island is one whose knowledge of this old song will point you in the right direction.
I hate even saying this, but I guess you got it all figured out, Granny. Me? Well, there's nothing I can do to help Zelda. I'm useless.
Ah, you sell yourself short, my friend. You'll see in time that you have your own role to play in all of this. Link, go now. Trust in your fate to guide your feet. Your mission depends on it, as does Zelda's fate.
Master, there is a high probability that this beam of light will lead us to clues as to the whereabouts of the 3 flames. I recommend that you investigate what lies at the end of this beam of light. Master Link, I have important information. When you struck the crest for the Skyward strike from your sword, a message from the goddess awakened deep within my memory. The goddess intended this message for you, Master. These are her words. He who seeks the sacred flames, listen well, for I guide you from my place at the edge of time. The sacred flames are 3 in number. To obtain them, you must also earn relics known as the 3 sacred gifts. For each trial you overcome, you shall be blessed with one of the gifts. Make use of the power of these gifts, and you will find your way to the purifying sacred flames. Now, I bestow unto you a melody. It will serve you as a key, opening the first trial that awaits you deep in the wilds of Faron Woods. That song is called Faurore's Courage. Its rousing melody will guide you. Master, you must overcome the trials set before you to obtain the 3 gifts to reach the sacred flames. Raise your sword, Master. The sacred flame has purified your blade, enhancing and evolving it. With your sword now enhanced, you are ready to learn a new melody. We should return to the Isle of Songs. Master Link, I have important information. When you struck the crest with a skyward strike from your sword, a message from the goddess awakened deep within my memory. The goddess intended this message for you, Master. These are her words. He who seeks the sacred flames, listen well, for I am the one guiding you from my place at the edge of time. 2 sacred flames remain. Should you desire to possess them, you must obtain the other sacred gifts. For each trial you overcome, you shall be blessed with another gift. Harness the power of these gifts, and let there be no doubt you shall find yourself standing before the majesty of the sacred flames. Now, I give you another melody. It will serve as a key to unlocking your next trial, which awaits you within the shifting sands of Lanayru Desert. The song you just heard is called Nehru's Wisdom. Use this song of knowledge to find the next trial. With your sword enhanced, you can learn a new melody. I recommend we return to the Isle of Songs. Master Link, I have important information. When you struck the crest with a skyward strike from your sword, a message from the goddess awakened deep within my memory. The goddess intended this message for you, Master. These are her words. He who seeks the sacred flames, listen well, for I am the one guiding you from my place at the edge of time. The last of the sacred flames still eludes you. To obtain it, you must claim another sacred gift. For each trial you overcome, you shall be blessed with another gift. Now, I bestow unto you another melody. Let it serve as a key to unlocking your final trial. It awaits you upon Elden Volcano. According to my records, that song you just heard is called Din's Power. Use this Song of Might to locate the last trial.
Oh, hello there, Link. I see you're still among the living. Fancy meeting you here. We seem to bump into each other time and time again. Oh, it's no coincidence, though, is it? You and I were bound by a thread of fate. Look at these old drawings. Until I found these, I was upset about that little stunt the goddess's guard dog pulled at the Gate of Time. What was that twig's name again? Impa? Well, never mind that, because these drawings suggest the existence of a second Gate of Time. This news just filled my heart with rainbows! I've been a busy boy, searching here and there and everywhere for another Gate of Time. And yet I couldn't even find a single clue. Since I know I can be honest with you, I'll admit I got a little sulky. It was frowns all around. The thought of never getting my hands on that darling girl again was, well, more than I could bear. But then I found this place. The prospect of a second Gate of Time has made me positively giggly. That girl, your adorable friend, she will be instrumental in bringing about the revival of my master. And though I feared she was now quite beyond my reach, I despair no longer. But before we talk any further on that subject, there's still the outstanding matter of your punishment, Link. Do you remember when I told you the next time we meet, I'd make your ears bleed from the sound of your own screams? Well, I've been thinking. Perhaps corporal punishment is a touch harsh. I might be willing to forgive and forget if you'll strike a deal. All I ask is that you tell me where I can find the other Gate of Time. That's not too much to ask, is it? Oh, and don't play coy with me. I know that you know, so why not let me in on the fun? Such behavior. A mischievous boy like you needs to be dealt with firmly. I must warn you, I won't go easy on you this time. Lovely, aren't they? You'll find the supple skin of my arms tougher than any armor. Doesn't their shape just leave you breathless? Behold! Such beauty! Such a pure form! Such an exquisite physique! Such stunning features! Yes, I've pretty much got it all. Though there is one teensy-tiny thing I lack. Namely, mercy! Come to me, Link. You and I, we're bound by that thread of fate, destined to fight. So come close, Link. Meet me in battle, and the thread of fate that binds us will be soaked crimson with your blood. Enough of this foolishness! I am Girahim, Demon Lord! It shouldn't matter how powerful your sword is. You are still nothing. Not just a human child! And yet you prevail. You filthy scamp! You have awakened a wrath that will burn for eons. I swear to you, whatever it takes, I will drag you into an eternity of torment.
Master, now that it has been tempered by the last of the sacred flames, your blade has finally revealed its true form. You now hold the Master Sword. With this sword's great power, you can awaken the Gate of Time within the sealed temple. I recommend you make your way to this location.
Do not fear it. This is what we have waited for. At long last, the gate has been reactivated. Standing before you is a path that transcends the flow of time. It is a portal to the past, to the very place where Zelda now waits. Go bravely, Link. If everything is as I suspect, The reunion with Zelda you fought so hard for lies beyond this gate.
Nah, don't worry about me. I'm going to hang back here, Link. That stupid monster doesn't know when to quit, and Granny here keeps yapping on and on about how we never know when it might bust free again. Someone's gotta stick around and guard the place. Might as well be me. Besides, if I'm not here, who's gonna look after the old girl? And you know what? Nah, forget about it. When you see Zelda, tell her I said what's up.
You've come so far, Link. I'm glad you made it. I imagine Impa filled you in on everything. We've traveled very far from home, to the distant past. In this era, the wounds inflicted on the land during the battle between the goddess and the Demon King known as Demise have not yet healed. All the fairy tales about that war we heard growing up in Skyloft, incredible as it may seem, they appear to be all too real. I think it's time you learned the whole story. Let me try to explain. The old gods created a supreme power that gave anyone who possessed it the ability to shape reality and fulfill any desire. They called it the Triforce. In his thirst to make the world his own, Demise readied a massive army of monsters for war. He sought to take the Triforce for himself by force. The goddess feared for her people. She used her power to send both them and the Triforce into the sky, on a slice of earth she cut away from the land. This floating rock became the new home of our people. In time, it came to be known as Skyloft. After a long and fierce battle, the goddess Hylia succeeded in sealing away Demise. However, soon after the Demon King was imprisoned, it became clear that the seal would not hold long against his fearsome power. Hylia had suffered grave injuries in her battle with the Demon King. She knew that if he broke free again, there would be no stopping him. And if the Demon King were to free himself, it would mean the end of the world for all beings of this land. In order to put an end to the Demon King, Hylia devised two separate plans and set them both into motion. First, she created Phi. She made the spirit that resides in your sword to serve a single purpose, to assist her chosen hero on his mission. Her second plan was to abandon her divine form and transfer her soul to the body of a mortal. She made this sacrifice, as you have likely guessed, so that the supreme power created by the old gods could one day be used. For while the supreme power of the Triforce was created by gods, all of its power can never be wielded by one. Knowing this power was her last and only hope, the goddess gave up her divine powers and her immortal form. You've probably figured it out by now, haven't you, Link? You are the chosen hero, and I, Zelda. I am the goddess reborn as a mortal. The day of the ceremony, Girahim's tornado tossed me out of the sky and down to the world below. I was nearly captured by the demonic forces, but I was rescued at the last moment by the old woman who lives in the sealed grounds. I had no memory at all of my existence as Hylia, but she explained it to me. She helped me to remember who I was and what I had to do. I set out to pray at the goddess statues located in each temple across the land. Each statue stirred up memories within me. After I visited them all, Impa, an agent of the goddess, led me here, to the past. All of this is part of the same great effort to prevent the revival of Demise. Stripped of his true physical form by the seal that binds him, he takes the shape of an abomination. But even in his hideous state, he's more than capable of devouring this land if we allow him to do what he desires. We must stop him from freeing himself from the seal that imprisons him, at any cost. That is why I intend to remain here in this time and place, to sustain the seal as best as I can. As long as I continue this vigil, we may be able to prevent the Demon King from fully reviving himself in our own time. I must maintain the seal that Hylia, rather, that I, created so long ago and keep it strong for as long as I am able. With the memories of my former life returning to me, I can see now that this is my purpose. Link, the goddess created Phi and the great blade she is a part of for very specific reasons. For the task of standing against Demise in the monstrous form he now assumes rests solely on your shoulders. During your long journey, you've grown so much. You learned wisdom from solving devious puzzles and traps. You gained power by honing and tempering both yourself and your sword. And by overcoming the trials set before you by the goddess, you found true courage. Now that those qualities reside in you, you are worthy of wielding the power the old gods left behind for our kind. You can claim the Triforce. Valiant hero, you have endured many hardships and journeyed far in your quest to reach this place. Along your travels, you have found wisdom, power, and courage, and for this, I shall bless your sword with the goddess's power. May it give you and your sword the strength to drive back the abomination that threatens this land. The mark you see upon the back of your hand is proof that you are the hero of legend, and that within you dwells sacred power. It is the mark of the Triforce. Stand now, Link. Draw your sword. Link, before I say another word, I feel like I owe you an apology. You see, The mark of the Triforce on your hand is a symbol of the greatest power in this world. If you can obtain the actual Triforce, we will have the power to vanquish demise once and for all. The problem is, among the countless souls in this world, only a select few, those with an unbreakable spirit, can wield its might. It is impossible to know the true reason why the old gods created the Triforce, but I have a theory of my own. The gods created the Triforce, yet they specifically designed it so that their own kind could never use its power. Somehow, I think that may have been their way of giving hope to all the mortal beings of the land. Which brings us back to you. To face demise and give the land hope, the goddess Hylia needed someone with an unbreakable spirit. That someone is you, Link. But spirit alone wasn't enough. You had to overcome many trials and awaken the hero within yourself so that you could wield that supreme power. And so I knew that if it meant saving Zelda, you would throw yourself headfirst into any danger without even a moment's doubt. I used you. I can't begin to tell you how sorry I am for pulling you into all of this, Link. But you have to understand that this is a war, and the fate of the land hangs in the balance. I need your strength to tip the scales in our favor. All that may be well-intentioned and true, but it doesn't mean it's right, and it doesn't excuse my actions. But I'm prepared to pay the price for what I've done. To ensure that the seal holds, I will remain here in this time, deep in sleep for thousands of years. Link, I can't say it enough. I'm so sorry for the way I had to involve you in this. But until my memory of things before our lifetime returned to me, I had no idea we were fated to carry such a heavy destiny. Before all this, I was happy just spending my days hanging around with you in Skyloft. I wanted that feeling to last forever. While it's true that I am highly reborn, I'm still my father's daughter and your friend. I'm still your Zelda. When Demise is finally gone, there will be no more need for the seal that binds him, and then I'll be able to wake up. So I'm going to ask you a favor, sleepyhead. Ever since we were kids, I'd always be the one to wake you up when you slept in. But this time, when all of this is over, will you come to wake me up?
Link returns to the present and sets out to find clues on where to find the Triforce. Link returns to Skyloft, asking Kaepora what he knows. However, the headmaster has little knowledge of the Triforce. He tells Link of the great sky spirit, Levias, who lives in the Thunderhead and whose knowledge is exponentially incredible. Link continues to search and bear further clues on Levias. He arrives at the Lumpy Pumpkin, where the owner makes an offering of his pumpkin soup to Levias on a yearly basis. Link decides to take the soup to Levias in hopes to meet the legendary sky spirit himself.
I'm unloading this cargo of pumpkin soup here. You've picked an odd place for soup delivery. Feels dangerous. Something could jump out at us any moment. Hungry for soup. Or robot. I'm out of here. See you around.
Tell me, boy, was it you who brought me this most delectable cauldron of pumpkin soup? I must apologize for my earlier behavior. A most peculiar and irksome pest possessed me. I was not myself. But that business is done with now. The delicious aroma of that soup has restored me to my senses. I am the great spirit they call Levias. Before she passed away from this world so long ago, the goddess Hylia appointed me as warden of the skies. And what do they call you, boy? Ah, Link, is it? A rather pleasing name, that. Your parents clearly have excellent taste in names. You carry a curious sword, boy, and I sense a silent power dwelling somewhere in that little frame. Ah, I see it now. Link, you are the goddess's chosen hero. How interesting. I assume you've come to hear what I know of the Triforce? As I suspected. Listen closely, and I will tell you. As you likely know, long ago, an evil force attempted to take the Triforce for its own. The goddess did everything in her power to prevent it from falling into his hands. For the safety of all things, she hid the Triforce somewhere within the rock you call Skyloft. However, its location has been kept secret. Even I do not know where it rests now. Oh, but the goddess did entrust me with a hint as to the Triforce's location. The clue is a song meant to be played on the harp you hold. It is known as the Song of the Hero. The song is the key to revealing the secret location of the Triforce. The goddess split the song into 4 parts. She entrusted one part to me, and the other 3 to the dragons of the land. You must gather each of the parts of the Song of the Hero. Seek out the dragons and convince them to teach you their parts. When they've taught you what they know, come to me, and I will complete the song with my voice. The dragons can be found at Faron Woods, Elden Volcano, and Laniru Desert. Go on then. Find the dragons you now seek.
I see. You must seek out the 3 dragons and complete the Song of the Hero to find the Triforce. It is right your search led you here. The Faron Woods are close by. Unfortunately, there has been an unusual turn of events in the woods. I am unsure of what happened, but a short while ago, I noticed the path to the woods was completely flooded. To protect the land here, I closed the gate leading to the woods and dropped back the water with a simple seal. The seal will only hold as long as the gate remains closed, meaning you will not be able to open it without flooding these lands. Given this situation, I'm at a loss as to how you can enter the woods.
Is that all? Consider the problem solved. See, that last battle with the big ugly guy got me thinking about other ways to use the Grusinator. Just climb up into that bad boy and I'll give you a lift over the woods, alright? I'll run ahead and get her prepped for you. Come see me when you're ready to take a little flight.
Oh my. The boy has made himself very useful. But he does have a tendency to cause trouble for those he helps. Safe journey. I wish you a soft landing, Link.
All right. Hop in, and I'll take care of the flinging. You just worry about the landing. With my machine, the woods are just a fling away.
waters without my leave! Let me guess. You swam all the way here to try to get me to teach you the part of the song of the hero the goddess entrusted to me. That's all well and good, but I can't go around giving away something that precious to every hero who flounders into my waters. No, I think a final test is in order to ensure you are in fact the one meant to hear this melody of mine. This may be news to you, but some very irksome monsters have been overrunning my woods of late. Well, I decided that I'd had enough. The easiest way to deal with the awful things was to flood the whole woods. As it happens, almost every inch of greenery in the area is submerged. So it's here, in this flooded land, that I will test you. If you're up to completing the task I ask of you, I see no reason why I shouldn't reward you with the melody you seek. As you just saw, I have split the melody you seek among my many tad tones, and I have hidden them around the forest. If you haven't already guessed, Link, here's your task. Take this score and collect all my little musical friends out there. You can use that score to figure out how many tad tones are in each group. Find them, collect them, and bring them back to me. If you can do that, well, then I'll just have to see you as someone worthy of learning the song of the hero.
Oh, Link, you've gathered all the tad tones, haven't you? That's no small feat. Or should I say, no small beat. Ahem. Anyway, hurry and return to the water dragon.
Ah, you've brought back all my colorful little tad tones. You are indeed worthy of being called a hero. This much is clear. I'm good for my word, so I will teach you my part of the song you seek. Originally, I had planned to keep these woods underwater so that those awful monsters could never return. But your task is far from over, and you're not exactly at home in the water. I suppose I'll return the woods to their natural state. All this excitement has been rather draining. I believe I'll retire to my hall. You'd best be on your way as well.
flesh and blood, has walked his way into the heart of my burning hall. Now this is something. If I have the right of it, the mark you bear upon your hand is not just a fashionable decoration. There can be no doubt about it, then. The goddess has chosen you to hear the melody I have guarded for her all these years. Listen well, human child. I will sing you my part of the song of the hero. I'm afraid that eruption was caused by an explosion of my power. It looks like you were caught up in it. My apologies. The skies above this land should clear soon. You should go.
Oh, Link! Hello there! Is there something you need? Oh, is that what I think it is? You brought that here for me, didn't you? Oh, down the hatch. Zinga! Ding ding! Oh, you've done it, boy! I can feel the fruit's effect surging through me. It's exhilarating. I feel like a proper dragon again. Ha 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 ha! Just because I have eternal life doesn't mean I can't get mighty sick. Thanks to you, boy. This old dragon will keep on charging a while yet. I owe you a big thank you. So allow me to perform a moving rendition of my part of the Song of the Hero. I should warn you, I've got a mean set of pipes and I know how to use them. This'll clean out those ears, boy, so brace yourself. So you've learned all three parts of the song from the dragons, eh? You've done well, young one. True to my word, I will perform the last part of the song for you. Now that you know the song, I trust you know what to do with it. That old song opens a door to a great trial. Should you succeed in conquering the challenge awaiting you there, I'm certain the path to the Triforce will be revealed to you.
A report, Master Link. My calculations indicate an 85% chance that the structure you uncovered houses the Triforce. Given this development, I project that the moment for Zelda to fulfill her destiny and bring an end to demise is close at hand. Master, I believe at this juncture that a prayer is required. The ultimate goal we have traveled so far for is now within reach. Focus now, and wish with all your might for the destruction of demise. Master Link, I have news. I have confirmed that the Isle of the Goddess, which was formerly a part of Skyloft, has returned to the surface. Furthermore, I have detected the successful eradication of Demise. Your prayers to the Triforce have been heard. In light of these factors, the seal Zelda maintained through her age-long sleep is no longer necessary. My projections indicate she'll awake momentarily. I advise you to make your way to the sealed temple as soon as possible.
The time has finally arrived, Link.
Indeed. Let's not keep her waiting any longer.
Good morning, Zelda.
Good morning, Link.
Zelda! You're okay! Oh,
Hi, Bruce.
oh. I was so
Huh?
Come here, Granny. I need to give you a big old groose hug. Mwah! And some kisses. Mwah! Mwah! Come here, you two. Group hug.
This is all very touching, really. But I'm afraid I have to cut this emotional moment short. It's best for everyone if you forget about your friend. The little goddess is mine now. My master may have perished in this age, but in the past he lives yet. I'm taking the girl back through that gate to help me revive the Demon King. You've been so adorably dogged in your quest to get in my way, and as much as it has delighted me, I can no longer tolerate you nipping at my heels.
Link.
You know, boy, you've really pushed me too far. The moment I sweated and bled for is at hand. I don't even have the time to grind my heel into a worm like you. Not now. Stand down! You're in my way, and the sight of your appalling hair makes my gorge rise. You've done a fine job spoiling my plans to revive the Demon King in this age, so I see no point in dawdling here. But the past. Oh, the past. So full of possibilities. I shall resurrect him there with the divine soul of this golden-haired girl. You're far too quick, boy. I realize a simple child like you knows nothing of magic, but spells like this take time and a steady hand. Can't you wait quietly like a good boy? You petulant brat. You've pushed me too far. I've waited my whole existence for this. This is my moment! You know what? Fine. If you're so intent on hurrying to your grave, I'll be happy to show you the way. This time there will be no heroic escape. I was a fool to toy with you and let you walk away with your life before. But I won't make that mistake again. I promise. If only I'd put you in your place from the very beginning. Show a human a little mercy, and the next thing you know, he thinks himself your equal. Given my station, I had to maintain some semblance of dignity, so I let you run with your life. Twice, even. Such a guilty pleasure. But instead of scurrying away like any creature with a basic instinct to survive, you just kept coming back. Again, and again, and again. I've let a mere boy make a fool of me for the last time. You stand before a demon. Or should I say, a weapon without mercy. For you, boy, I've prepared a most appropriate and humiliating death. I even have a pet name for it. I call it the Endless Plunge. First, I will take my time bludgeoning you. And when I grow bored of it, I will drive you to the edge and deliver a last strike to send you falling to your doom. I'll delight in casting your body into this pit and snuffing out the flame of your life. Your broken body will serve as fine sustenance for the Demon King. This is preposterous. Driven to my knees by a simple child of man. Laughable. No matter how many times we clash, I can't prevail. You think I can't defeat you? You think I can't win? Boy, what are you? But never mind that. Victory is still mine to savor. While we fought, the ritual I started continued. At last, it's complete. The Demon King shall devour the soul of the goddess and resurrect in his full glory. Don't you see? It's all over! You and your kind have lost. This world and everything in it now belongs to darkness! They belong to my master! Welcome back to us, Master.
So you are the chosen knight of the goddess. Intriguing. The goddess lowered herself to a mortal existence to keep me imprisoned. How pathetic. This bag of flesh pales in comparison to the magnificence of her previous form.
Don't worry, Link! Groose has got this! Ah! Ah! Link! I got her! She's okay!
So you and that other human would stand before obliteration to aid the goddess, would you? How curious. The humans I've known were weak things, hardly more than insects, shivering under rocks and ready to flee at a mere glimpse of me. When last I walked this world, they did little more than scream and cling to their goddess, mewling and praying, counting on her to protect them. How amusing to think those cowards begot someone like you. You grow more fascinating by the second human. I never imagined I'd meet one of your kind who wished to stand against me in battle. Very well then. I shall prepare a place for us where we will not be bothered by distractions. If you still have the courage to face me, seek me there. If you fear for your life, do not follow me. You can spend what The little time your world has left cowering and crying, as befits your kind. But if you truly desire to raise your blade against the world I would build, come for me. I've waited eons to return. I can spare a few more moments to let you decide.
It's up to you now, Link.
So you've decided to meet your end in battle after all. It pleases me greatly to see such misplaced valor, human. Take a moment to appreciate your surroundings, for where we stand shall serve as your tomb for eternity. The hate for the gods that has boiled in my veins. You will taste all of it in the bite of my blade. The only question left is how long you will manage to remain standing before I take your life. Try to keep it interesting for me, would you? And when you do fall, know that your world and everything in it is mine to dominate, mine to subjugate, mine to rule. When I finish with you, you can take solace in knowing your friends and kin will soon follow, as I wipe all who oppose me from the face of this world! It won't be long now. At last, the almighty power I've sought for millennia. I will take the Triforce for my own. And the world shall be under my foot for eternity! You think you can defeat me? Pathetic! Humans are weak. Nothing. You are no exception. You will die where you stand. I shall soon cover this world in complete darkness. There's no point in trying to destroy the source of evil. Your destiny is to fall before me, and darkness will consume the world. For you. You cannot protect this world from me any longer. Extraordinary. You stand as a paragon of your kind, human. You fight like no man or demon I've ever known. Though this is not the end. My hate never perishes. It is born anew in a cycle with no end. I will rise again. Those like you, those who share the blood of the goddess and the spirit of the hero, they are eternally bound to this curse. An incarnation of my hatred shall ever follow your kind, dooming them to wander a blood-soaked sea of darkness for all time!
I have confirmed the eradication of the Demon King. His residual consciousness has been absorbed into the Master Sword and is now sealed away.
You have done very well, Link.
Link, thank you. I think it's over. Finally, it's all over.
Nice going, you two! You guys were totally amazing in this little adventure I like to call The Legend of Groose. That's a little joke.
Joke or not, your contributions to our efforts were heroic. You have my thanks.
Well, you know, just glad I could make myself useful. I'm happy things turned out okay. Hey, so things look pretty sewn up here. What do you say, guys? Ready to head back to our own time? Granny was really worried about you two. We don't want to keep the old girl in suspense too long.
Hylia, Your Grace. Or perhaps you prefer Zelda. It pleases me to know you are safe. Master, I must speak with you. Master Link, you have successfully protected the Goddess Reborn and defeated Demise, fulfilling your role as the hero of legend. My purpose here is complete. Therefore, I ask you to dissolve our arrangement as master and servant. Drive the sword into the pedestal before you, and I will return to the sword to enter a sleep without end.
No.
Master, you have achieved the purpose you were chosen to fulfill. Please, set the sword in the pedestal and bring the goddess's mission to an end. Now, Master, it is time to conclude our necessary companionship.
Why?
Link. Link, hear me. My purpose was to obey the command of the goddess and lead you, the chosen hero of this land, on your quest. When I first awoke and began this task, I perceived it as merely serving my function as a servant to her grace. However, I have come to consider the information corresponding to our time together among the most precious data I have on record. I do not have the capability to fully understand the human spirit, Link. But now, at the end of my journey with you, as I prepare to sleep within the Master Sword forever, I experience a feeling I am unable to identify. I lack sufficient data to be sure of my conclusion, but I believe this feeling correlates closest to what your people call happiness. Our partnership is at an end, and even as we speak, I feel my consciousness fading away. Before I enter the sleep that calls me to the sword, I wish to relay to you words that I recorded many times over the course of our journey. Many have said them to you thus far, but I now wish to say them for myself. Thank you, Master Link. May we meet again in another life.
What? Impa, why? Come with us.
Zelda, Your Grace. You possess the memories of the goddess. You must understand why that is not possible. I am a being of this age. My place is here.
I know that, but...
You must return to your own time. I will take care of the gate once you have passed through.
I can't do that. You and I have been through so much together. I don't want to leave you alone. Please, Impa, come back with us.
Zelda, at the command of the goddess, I passed through the Gate of Time. I did so to protect you and aid the fight to prevent the world's destruction. The last remnants of demise are decaying slowly within the sword. Someone must stay behind to watch over this blade. His spirit must not reawaken. He must never be allowed to threaten the world again. This is the nature of the task given to my tribe. As a member of the Sheikah, the goddess's chosen guardians, I gladly welcome this duty. Zelda, I shall watch over the Triforce. Its power is too great to leave in the grasp of man. Dependence on its might is an invitation to disaster. When it has served its purpose, it must be secreted away to lie dormant once again. The knowledge of its existence hidden from mortal history. These are the words the goddess spoke to me long ago. I remember them well, as do you, I'm sure.
Before we go, I want you to have this. As a token of our time together. I'll never forget you, Impa.
Do not despair, Zelda. You and I will surely meet again someday.
Hey, Granny, we're back! Oh, you should have been there. I did all the work, of course. I took down Demise all by myself. Of course, Link helped a little bit, too. Yeah!
See, Zelda? I told you we'd meet again.
Impa, thank you. Thank you for everything. The day of the ceremony, Girahim's tornado tossed me out of the sky and down to the world below. I was nearly captured by the demonic forces, but I was rescued at the last moment by the old woman who lives in the sealed grounds. I had no memory at all of my existence as Hylia, but she explained it to me. She helped me to remember who I was and what I had to do. I set out to pray at the goddess statues located in each temple across the land. Each statue stirred up memories within me. Impa, an agent of the goddess, led me here, to the past. I must maintain the seal that that I created so long ago, and keep it strong for as long as I am able. With the memories of my former life returning to me, I can see now that this is my purpose. I've missed you so much, Father.
Hey! Bruce! Everyone! What's up? Stritch, look at these birds! They're so tiny!
Whoa, so cool.
Let's head back home, Bruce! We want to hear about all of your adventures!
And I got plenty of bugs to take back home.
Zelda! Take care of yourself!
Look around us. As a child, I always dreamed of a world below. I wanted to see the surface with my own eyes and feel the land's warm breeze on my skin. I think I want to live here. I always want to feel solid ground beneath my feet, see the clouds above my head, and watch over the Triforce. What about you, Link? What will you do now?